Paranormies. It's Jen and you're back on the light side of the paranormal. Gavin is with us again tonight. I managed to get him to come react with me so I don't have to do it alone tonight, and we are very happy to have you back.
Hey guys.
Tonight is going to be a really special video because we are going to be reacting to Goose Pimples. You guys know how much we love Goose Pimples. If you are not following them already, you've got to go do that. I will link their channel right up here, so go check them out. But we are going to be reacting to the video that they've titled 5 Scary Videos Skeptics Can't Explain. And as you know, Gavin is a bit of a skeptic. He's not your hardcore skeptic, but he is here to be the skeptical side of this duo, as I am full-on believer most of the time. So we are going to watch these clips and we are going to discuss them and try and figure out if we think they are real or fake. And if you don't want to hear all that, I will link the video down below so you can go and watch it without our commentary. But we are going to try and figure out what's going on in these videos, if it's paranormal or not. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button and click your notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of the spooky paranormal content that we put out twice a week all year round. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Let's do it. I forgot to mention this is Halloween Ghosts edition, so there is reference to Halloween. And I also tried to turn off the light so it would be a little bit more spooky and it would be a little bit darker. I can't. This ring light is a champion and there's just no other option than this. Sorry.
Let's start the scariest night of the year with a terrifying Halloween compilation. You better gather your friends and family around, because these scary videos are likely to prove the existence of ghosts.
Okay.
Are you ready for your weekly Goose Pimples fix? Let's get this spookfest started. Number 5. Poltergeist Activity. Poltergeists seem to have the strange habit of teasing us with their freaky tricks. The team of ghost hunters behind the YouTube channel Afterlife Roads experienced what seems to be the near perfect example of that. Let's jump straight to it.
You should get out from in there. I want to make sure that's allowed before we post this on, you know, going past the rope that just moved on its own. Before we post this on.
Oh, it's one of these.
You know, going past the rope that just moved on its own.
What, like went out?
Just moved on its own.
That would be terrifying.
That just moved on its own.
Because they're in the dark.
Just moved on its own. We immediately bring everyone up to the area to try to debunk this experience together.
I just want to see if there's
anything broken out of it by chance.
I don't, like, yeah, I'm looking for like anything that's chipped or.
Nice. That's still in good shape. That's crazy.
With 10 people up here trying our hardest to get the rope to move. The only way we're able to do so is if we lodge it in incorrectly. And that will cause it to fall in about 30 seconds or so and get tangled on the other end.
Well, that's what happened.
What happened to us, it was at least 3 times louder and did not tangle.
Under normal circumstances, people would do a runner after getting such a brutal paranormal punch in the face. But not this team of awesome paranormal investigators. They decide to figure out what made the rope move when clearly no one touched it. Let's watch them try to debunk this creepy
I love that they're trying to
activity.
debunk it.
And they did debunk, like they figured out
found an
how.
answer,
And
yeah.
try to bump it. Yeah. Try to bump it.
So I bumped it.
I mean, that's exactly how you did it before.
Can we try doing it a little bit harder?
Yeah.
Okay, if I did
That's like an extreme example.
I bumped it. See, if I bump it, I would bump it back up. I wouldn't bump it down.
That's true.
Right?
Try it here, sir. Just stand there and like put your hand under and slap up. Like with purpose. Like you're beating up a bad person. Like aggressive. Come on.
Down.
Show your karate skills.
Okay, karate chop.
Something.
Nothing. I'll try going under it again. And I'm dramatically touching it.
It moved a little bit, but that
The
didn't...
team tried
Maybe when
all
she
possible
went
ways to
under,
find
she'd have
out
to hit
how
it
the
with her
rope
shoulder
moved on its
down.
own. One of the team members even tried to bump it. But the damn thing seems to be doing its job pretty well. No matter what they did to it, they couldn't cause it to react the way it did on its own. So, what else could have made the rope jump the way it did? Was it just a freak coincidence? Or the poltergeist haunting the place really likes to play tricks on guests? Let's debunk this one in the comment section.
I want to say that it seems like they came up with the right reason for this happening, that it was just not in properly and it slowly slid out, and at the right time it let go, and like a measuring tape. But when they tried to do that as well, it didn't go as fast or as loud. So there is an answer for that, but at the same time you do have to remember they're in a haunted location, so you know, it still could have influences paranormally.
That's right. So I feel like they did whatever
they could to figure it out.
Yeah, they figured, okay, if we bump it down in about 30 seconds it falls down. You know, his yell was genuine.
Yeah.
And then they tried to debunk it and go over it, and I think they did a really good job of that. So I think your mind is automatically gonna go, let's try and debunk it. It probably wasn't real, but you're trying to convince yourself that because it could have been real.
I feel like it would have been harder to fake that because it would have been more obvious faking it. You know what I mean? There would have been someone who bumped it with their elbow, or they're like trying to get it to do something.
Yeah, if you only have 30 seconds, you'd be going over the same cues to try and get that, right? And
at the same time, they do mention that they don't want to go over the rope because it's obviously roped off for a reason. And then it's almost like something was like, nope, like inviting them in kind of thing, right? Which is really interesting. That was a good one.
That was a good one.
All right, let's keep going.
Number 4. Ghostly Rider. You've probably watched this one already, but we bet you don't know the full story. Reddit user ThunderBR2 uploaded this video on the Ghost subreddit. If you like the Marvel Universe, you must have heard of the famous Ghost Rider. Whenever Jonathan Blaze is around evil, his flesh gets consumed by hellfire, and you can see his head turning into a flaming skull. But that's a scenario straight out of the director's creative liberties. In real life, Ghost Riders look more like the clip you're about to watch next. This clip was captured in late August 2021. The spooky scene gets even scarier when suddenly a parked motorcycle starts all by itself and rides several meters before hitting the Honda Fit parked nearby.
Oh, ouch.
This car belonged to a resident of the same building. The thing is, this person died a few days before the incident, but that's not the weirdest part. This motorcycle belongs to a 47-year-old guy. Camargo and his wife, Thais Procina, went to walk their pet dog at around midnight when this video was captured, and were surprised when asked to return to the building and turn off the bike. Then, everyone made a terrifying discovery. There was no key in the ignition. Take a look at the scene again when the bike hits the car at 14 seconds. We wanted to show you this because the dead neighbour's relative have charged the couple over $300 in damages caused by the ghostly raid. It's devastating, to say the least. We don't see as much damage to the car. Still, the very fact that the bike moved without a key and hit another car seems to be a poltergeist activity at its peak. But that's not the first time that a Ghost Rider was captured performing such antics. Another Reddit user, Noan_Deparator, posted this.
Let's just talk about the first clip first. For reference,
They said
Gavin is a motorcycle man. For everyone out there who already loved Gavin is a Harley rider. He owns a Harley. So like, let's hear it.
Well, they said it turned on, no key in it. You could
It didn't turn on, it was just on.
Yeah, but you could still move a motorcycle without a key in it. So it doesn't have to be on to move, doesn't need to be key.
You have to be touching it though.
It said it was on. No lights came on, there was no rumble. How did they know that was on?
Okay.
Which is beyond the point. It really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it was on or not
I understand
on.
what you're saying. Like, it can be in neutral and you can still move it.
Yes.
But you'd have to be there moving it. I
You'd have
think
to
they
be
mean
there
it's
moving
on, as in it's being propelled without somebody pushing it.
So a spirit was moving it, but it wasn't on. Because they just referenced that the key, there was no key and it was moving. You don't need a key to move a motorcycle.
Fair enough.
Okay.
So.
Oh, it's crazy. No, that's not. The bike weighs 300, 400, 500, 600 pounds.
Yeah.
For that to happen, no, that's not happening with strings. That's not happening.
So how did that happen?
I don't know.
If you saw your bike do that, would you be freaked out?
Freak out.
Would you?
Yes.
I'd be more freaked out because there would be damage to the bike and the car. But yeah, would that convince you?
Yeah,
it moved in such a weird way.
Even something as light as a dirt bike, you can't.
As light as a dirt bike, I can't even hold your dirt bike up.
Even something as light as a dirt bike, you couldn't move that around with strings like that.
Yeah, no.
So that's pretty. And the guy died. That's pretty. That's pretty
obvious.
Pretty convincing.
But also, it's so funny that it's like on two wheels, and never once did it topple the other way until it got to the car. Yeah, like it's going in a circle and then it falls back that way.
So it's even harder to do that because that means there's more momentum going that way. If the wheels turn this way,
the kickstand was out. That's why it didn't.
There you go.
Okay, let's watch this next one and see if this one's as convincing.
Posted this video on the subreddit WTF, where a similar situation was caught on camera. Take a look.
Oh, this is a bit clearer.
The same bike now, just driving down the road.
Oh, it's this one it looks like. What?
What do you think?
You're right, yeah.
Could it be raw paranormal activity footage? Or time to stop buying cheap vehicles? Leave a comment below with the words real. So it should
automatically fall down the way that this one falls down.
Yeah, the other one should.
The momentum is on this side and it's kicking up the kickstand right there. See that? See when it goes and it kicks up the kickstand?
Yes. It like drags it and lets it go.
But how?
How did that, it was completely stopped. Same with the other one. It's not like someone jumped off of it and it was still kind of going. Like it was completely parked.
I'd lose it. On what though? The spirit?
That is the question.
That's a good one. I can watch those all day long.
The motorcycle ones? Yeah. Cool.
Figure out what's up.
Number 3. Gotta get fit. You'll probably remember that creepy footage we brought you a few months back, where we saw some exercise machines moving by their own accord. At the time, we thought it was a rare phenomenon, but it turns out that this wasn't a one-time event, but something that had been well documented and reported at countless other public parks. We want to thank the Unknown41 YouTube channel for uploading one of the creepiest ghost videos showing unexplainable poltergeist activity. If you're planning on spending your Halloween night out of the house, you better think twice before going anywhere near a public park, where there might be a scary surprise for you.
I mean, I feel like someone just ran around and did all this and then started filming. I find this hard to believe.
How do you do that one though? Like that one, you need to be sitting there to do that.
You don't think you could just do it really fast and then hop off and it would still go?
No.
Okay. Have you seen videos like this before?
No, I haven't. I've seen the swings and stuff.
Yeah.
Like the bottom one here, like this.
That's just like a swing.
This elliptical one will do that probably if you hop off it.
But that one?
That one, no. No way.
Oh my god, they're both going. Look at people are standing around like, what the heck? How do you debunk that, Gab? It's not even slowing down.
Well, they're getting jacked.
But it's not even like... Are those like the sheriffs?
What do you think of all this creepy stuff captured in public places all over the world? Let us know in the comments. And while you're at it, don't forget to bump the like button too. We'll be paranormal buddies forever.
What do you think of that?
What do you say to that?
how would you debunk that? Like, how would you... This is the one skeptics can't explain.
Great title.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great title. Yeah, like those are the ones where if I saw that, like that specific machine, you can't recreate that unless you're sitting there physically doing it.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what it's like.
Because you're lifting up. You're lifting up your body weight.
Yeah, there's something there.
Absolutely.
Creepy.
What do you want me to say? I
don't get pressed about it. God, that's the point.
Yeah, I'm a skeptic, but I like to try and think of the obvious reason of what's going on.
And there's none.
There isn't.
So far, skeptics can't explain. Okay.
The title is accurate.
Okay, cool.
Except for maybe the rope one.
Oh yes, that one was, yeah, okay, well, let's go to the next one, let's see.
Number 2, Hotel Ghost. You guys know that we hate bringing videos that have been featured a million times in other compilation channels, but for a change, we decided to share this one with you because of the sheer level of underlying creepiness, perfect for this Halloween night. If you don't believe in ghosts, this video may change your mind. This footage was uploaded by YouTuber Biggie1984, who installed a camera after witnessing strange events at his workplace. Let's dive straight into it. At first glance, this restaurant seems like any other, but then something strange occurs. Check it out. Did you see how the chair falls to the floor? It's a weighty one, so how could it fall on its own? There's no one around, so we find it quite scary already. But the freak show has only just started. Let's find out what happened next.
I find the fact that it's sliding would be harder to do. If you're gonna pull it on a string, it would fall. Sliding would be hard, and it's on carpet.
So because
because
I can't see the bottom, like underneath the counter, somebody could be on their belly just moving it like that. Okay, that the other one, you need some pretty good strength to throw it like that. So maybe a combination of string and somebody on their belly doing it. The other two, because I can't see the bottom, let's just keep watching. Okay. Maybe it'll.
The poltergeist moves 2 of the chairs around. This place proves to be a paranormal hotspot, don't you think? Now, let's check out what happens when one of the staff members notices this uncalled for movement of chairs.
It would be really scary walking in on that. Especially if you were like the only one working.
The entity doesn't want to give up on teasing this guy. Not yet, at least.
I wish the chair would have just like slid and followed him right out of the room.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so the same chair tips over, the same chair slides. I don't know if that means anything, but I'd point it out. It'd be so interesting.
No. Don't believe it.
No?
No.
It'd be so interesting if they moved in the exact same way again. Almost like it's replaying something over and over. It's like an altercation that happened or something, but obviously not. This guy's like, could just be like another person working there that's like doing this. And like, I'm gonna set the camera up here to prove to you that it's haunted, but they're actually like pranking him. Cause he looks
It's so hard being on this side of that, like judging people and like
Yeah.
what's going on. Because if I did this and I'm like, look at, here's the camera, people are like, oh no, somebody could be underneath
Yeah,
the table. Like,
so-
man, I'm the only one here.
Yeah.
How do we know that?
This time, the staff member tries to dig deep and find out what's causing havoc
Yeah,
around
another
his
angle.
workplace.
Give me 3 angles.
Here's another one
Yeah,
where
that'd be
he
great.
claims the mysterious
everyone has 3
poltergeist
cameras.
activity freaked him out the most.
Okay.
Let's watch.
This freaked him out the most.
Want to know that
An ad!
actually make a big income online by making a
Rubber
small
duckies! So, what angle is this? Maybe this is just a totally different area.
No, he comes out here the first time, so we're looking this way. The cat, look,
So, is this table?
there's that table right there.
Okay.
But I don't know. This is different, which means someone's underneath it.
Oh! You're so smart. Yeah, like suddenly there's a tablecloth. We don't know that this is the same place. Oh! The door closing? Wait, what am I looking at?
There's a door opening. And then
Oh, I see it now. Okay.
Opening. Hard.
Oh, that gives me
Hard
like
to-
chills. Just the way it does it so fast. Still, someone's behind. Could be behind the door, right?
He didn't even notice it.
What was the point of doing what he just did?
Initially, the cupboard doors keep opening and closing rapidly, but then the door stays open.
Oh,
The
he's
staff
setting it up 'cause
appears
it's like a
and is
buffet.
shocked to find the cupboard door
Breakfast
open.
lounge.
Yeah, I don't think that's the same area, Gav. It's a creepy cupboard. Don't go in there.
After ensuring no one was hiding there, the guy puts the camera back in its previous position and closes the door.
Not much room in there for a person, though. These 2 dots look like something staring.
What happens next is a Casper site approved level of freaky deakiness.
Okay.
You might want to watch it with the lights on to avoid breaking a toe like Ben did.
I don't know about that one. It's just too easy. It's too easy to be fake.
Yeah, like
I feel like we could recreate it.
Yes, 100%. Not to discount this. If this happened to him, that is terrifying. We're not saying it didn't happen. It's just hard to believe something that's so easy to fake. But if that was him, or if that happened to us, that would be scary.
Yes. Yes. There's no sound in the video either.
No.
It's completely silent.
Yeah. Why?
It's kind of weird.
Is it?
I think in this day and age, there's some volume.
Yeah. Maybe. Okay, last one.
Number 1. Portuguese Ghosts will whip you.
Well,
A
what?
huge shout out to this YouTube channel, likely to be the only one performing paranormal investigations in Portugal. They visit alleged haunted houses all over the country to try and capture something worth researching. Blame it on their urge to find out the truth about ghosts, or their exploratory inclinations. This team is one of the best when it comes to ghost hunting. In this footage, the team visits a spooky looking warehouse that's in pretty worn out condition. This place has a dark past associated with it. Legend has it that decades ago, a businessman's wife died by drowning on the beach next to the place, which led the man to hang himself right in front of the warehouse entrance. The next day, when the workers arrived, they discovered their boss's hanging body. Since then, the place is believed to be haunted, and no one could ever work there peacefully. Eventually it was abandoned, but now these awesome paranormal investigators decided to figure out whether the place is really alive, or the ghost sighting stories about it are mere hearsay. Check out what they captured. The bed seems to be a paranormal hotspot,
Wow.
especially near the pillow. Have you ever seen so many lights blinking
That's
on
crazy.
multiple EMF devices at once? It is to be a sign of extreme paranormal activity. Would you agree? When the team moves to
Hang
another
on.
room,
No, I have never seen multiple EMF detectors go off like that, but also they could have something producing EMFs under the pillow for that amazing epic 3 EMF reader read, you know what I mean? Just saying.
the door slams shut. They kick it open to check if someone is doing it on purpose, but they can't see anyone.
Tens louco, mas continua bem.
That place is in pretty good shape for being abandoned.
Yeah.
Já tá, meu. Meta ali ao pé do caroço. Olha esse espaço. Foda-se! Encheu a gaveta, meu! Agora sim.
That'd be scary. Your head's right there.
So happy she wasn't holding on to the
Their fingers
corner
in
of
the
the door
corner.
or something, like the door jam.
Yes.
Whew.
Encheu a gaveta, meu! Agora sim. Foda-se, não tá aqui ninguém, chaval. A gaveta mexeu, mano. Estás louco, meu. Estou todo arrepiado, meu.
Is the window...
Mano, estás louco, mano. A gaveta mexeu, meu. Viu-se quando bem a gaveta a afastar-se, meu. Estás louco, mano.
This team often tries to indulge in risky, even life-threatening acts to debunk some of Portugal's most talked about and widely followed ghost stories. Such as in the following footage, the team visited a house to perform a spirit box session. According to their research, this house was owned by an elderly couple. They decided to put a curse on their house to prevent their 3 kids from fighting over the property's ownership.
Oh my gosh.
So, As per their curse, whoever fights to stay living in the house will be tormented, and their life will be turned upside down. As the parents expected,
That's crazy.
greed took over, and one of the siblings ended up staying in the house after the parents passed away.
Because they were probably a
Not
skeptic.
without starting a fight with the other siblings, of course. Soon enough, that person left the house after witnessing strange events.
That's cool.
Oh, the bar.
Other siblings realised that this place was dangerous and decided to stay away from it too. So, that's how it got abandoned. The team searched the house and found a diary and some property documents with the names of the parents. They did the spirit box session, and exact names came up. Isn't it creepy? But that's nothing compared to what happened just before they started that session.
He was pushed.
Chair out almost.
No,
and
it pushed it.
Pushed it. It looked like
Yeah.
it pulled it out and pushed him.
No, I think
These
it
guys went
pushed
through a
him.
lot during their years of paranormal investigation, especially Yuri. He seemed to be a paranormal hotspot himself. Something unusual happened to him during a Facebook livestream. They never expected it to draw media attention, but it did. You've probably seen ghost hunters being scratched, having their ham slapped, and even the occasional paranormal punch in the face. But what happened to this fearless paranormal investigator that night is something you'll never forget. During the previous paranormal investigation, Yuri brought a diary home, which turned his life upside down.
Why?
Strange things started to happen to him and his family, to the point that they decided to bring the diary back to where it belongs.
I bet.
Let's watch what happened when they went back to the haunted house to return the diary.
Mano, pera, não ficamos só, mano. Não separamos. Pera, queres ir aonde? Então vamos juntos, não separamos. Estás louco, mano? Foda-se. Então,
I was like laughing. A little laugh on the spirit box.
Não lá fora, não lá fora. Bora, não lá fora. Sai. Podemos ir por aqui. Já calma nos saltos.
What could it be?
Senta aí. Senta aí. Não tens nada, mano. Está um vermelhão. Faz-te uma chicotada. Basta-me. Olha,
Oh, it's a big one.
Yuri. Parece que faz-te uma chicotada, mano. Literalmente. Faz-te uma chicotada, literalmente, mano.
Have you ever seen a ghost hunter being whipped? We haven't
I haven't.
ever. And trust me, Mr. and Mrs. Goose Pimples binge watch thousands of paranormal investigation videos
We know you
throughout the
do.
lockdown.
That's crazy.
But let's get back to Yuri, because it looks like someone found himself a kinky ghost to play with.
So red.
Are you sure you want to celebrate Halloween this year? Come on, let us know what you're doing this Halloween in the comment section.
You can't even really debunk that one because we weren't there, and there's nothing that you can like explain. Like, okay, someone could have shoved his chair in when he was sitting on it, but it looked very violent. And I wouldn't think you'd be doing that when there's a bunch of candles on the table, and you could easily burn down this house, right? You wouldn't want to be doing that.
Yeah.
I know.
I mean,
what do you say?
yeah.
What can you say about that one? Creepy. Very creepy. Thank you so much if you watched this video and you made it to the end. We really appreciate it. If you can give our like button a little boop, it helps us out so much. We really, really appreciate it, and we appreciate you, Goose Pimples. Thank you so much for making these amazing compilations that we can react to. We always love reacting to your guys' stuff. It's a great time. This is Gavin's first time reacting to your stuff. That was pretty good.
It was a good video. It was good
Yeah.
commentary. I liked it. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
good. It was good.
And it was hard to debunk. Some of that was pretty hard. The
It was.
motorcycle
Good-
one, was
good
that your
finds?
favorite?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. If you aren't already, please make sure to follow us on Instagram at TLS_paranormal. You can follow Alice and myself on our personal pages as well, and everything will be linked in the description below. And until next time, keep on creeping on.
See you next time, guys.
Bye.